Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, wherever you're watching around the world. You are joining the Speed Force Racing Season 10 car and team reveals. I'm Manager Dan, I'll be your host for this evening, but joining me in the comms box for this evening are a lovely set of people. We have got SFR Mansell. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. Glad to be here for a Season 10 team reveals. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think this might be one of your last commentary sessions for at least a season, I'd imagine. So, yeah, a bit of a special one for you, mate. I think we're obviously departing yourself as one of the directors of the league and as commentary coordinator, which we're very sad about. But obviously, you want to focus on your racing and your work. So, yeah, from all of us, thank you for everything you've done, mate. And I'm glad we get to share this one last time with you, mate.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Good. And also we have got, you will all know this voice, is you can't miss it. It's loud enough. It is, of course, SFR Oliver. How you doing, buddy?
Well, team reveals. Let's go, baby! My favourite time of the year is like bloody, it's like the teams doing their own team reveals and their car reveals for the new season, which I can't wait to be seen throughout February. So, team reveals for Season 10, Decade of SFR. I cannot wait. I can't wait who's in what.
Yes, we're not far away. And of course, my last guest, which has come to be kind of like, you know, the home situation for commentary in this league. You can't miss his voice. Tim, how are you doing, mate?
How you doing, Dan? I'm glad to be here, and I am very excited to get this underway.
Tim, just give us another blast of, we see those 5 red lights. Go on, take it away, mate.
Go on, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in the air. No red lights, and we are green for the Speed Force Racing Season 10 car reveal.
Yes. Love it.
Nailed it, mate. Nailed it. Right, so just before we get on to GP5, which we'll start off with, just want to thank all the drivers from the past season. Some have gone on to greener pastures, some have stopped racing, but we do have some infillment in the ranks with some new drivers. So thank you to all the drivers that are either leaving us, still with us, and welcome to the new drivers. So give it up for all those guys. Absolutely fantastic Season 9. Phenomenal racing from start to finish. We've had some absolute belters. Just from your respective divisions that you commentated on, Tim, is there any races or situations from the Season 9 that you stands out for you?
Well, GP2, it was definitely a very close battle there for a while, or we are talking about the ones I commentated on, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay, because I still have my mind stuck in the GP5 realm here. But in GP2, yes, Carbon Rob, obviously he was our champion, and he did it in dominant fashion, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't a hard-fought battle, because Max Iris, as well as Timo, showed him a great fight pretty much all season long. And of course, all three of those drivers, spoiler alert, are going to GP1 for this coming season, so I wish them the best there. One of the biggest things that I remember was very recent. It was at Australia. Carbon Rob just kind of, you know, he knew he had won the championship, and he'd already had a 3-second time penalty. I think it was to Jonas that he actually let go ahead and win, and you know, no one really wants to be given a win, but at the same time, you see the sportsmanship there from Carbon Rob, and what little bit I do know about the man, he does seem like he's, you know, got a lot of sportsmanship, and that's just great to have.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. Let's just nip to Mansell. What was any standout events from when you commentated on GP4, mate?
Yeah, GP4, obviously I was pretty much there the whole season on my own as well. But yeah, it was a very good season. To be honest, I think all season, well, every single race of the season was great, to be fair. Obviously, Capricorn dominant in the championship, getting those 7 wins as well, and winning the championship on 324 and by over 100 points with Dodonis in second. Obviously, Dodonis, I think it would have been a good battle if Dodonis did stay in the last couple of races, but obviously he had other priorities. But yeah, Capricorn, great performance, great driver. I wish him very best of luck in the future. I don't actually know if he's in season 10 or not, but
he is. He's in GP3. Yeah.
Oh, he is. Okay. Very best of luck to him then, and also Shadow Lancer. Shout out to him because I think he's probably had his best season in SFR, 172 points, clinching that 5th place position on the final race.
Well done, Tomster. Well done to him.
Yeah, congrats to Shadow Lancer as well, and yeah, just overall, it's been a great GP4 season to commentate on.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. Ollie, what about yourself, mate? Any standout events from your commentary that you've done?
Well, I did multiple races for all divisions. Well, apart from GP3. Goodness me, I think it's the last race of the season, GP5. That really clinched it for me. The title fight between the top two really came down to the wire. It was like Abu Dhabi all over again in real life, and then the title was cinched by, I don't know who won that championship in the end. My memory's too blurred out. The bear just clinched in the end. Tim got his first ever podium in SFR, and even in league racing in that matter, again the 3rd place. Crazy race to commentate on. I think in my mind the best race I've commentated on in that season. And congratulations to the bear and everyone else who raced in GP5. And yeah, I can't wait to see who's going to be clinching these next 5 championships this season.
Yeah, well, just to touch on something you said about GP5 and how it went to the last race, GP5 was actually the closest it ever has been, I think, for the top 3, especially this season, sorry. I mean, there was only, quick calculation, 22 points at the end of it between P1 and P2, and then another 24 points between P2 and P3, so
yeah.
The closest after that was maybe GP3. Yeah, just under 100 points. GP4, GP4 is over 130 points. GP1 is well over 120 points. So yeah, GP5 was the closest one we had in season 9, going all the way to the wire. They put on a cracking show, and I believe F2, we actually had a countback scenario.
Oh, yeah. What a season!
Could not believe we actually had a countback scenario on the final race, and the person who had the most wins won it. So. Yeah, I mean, what a way to finish off season 9 with a countback as well. So absolutely fantastic.
Definitely, and we got get this. We got 33 people watching this live stream at the moment. 33.
Yeah, they're probably saying, "I wish these guys shut up and get on with it." So, without further ado, let's get a crack on. I think myself and Tim are going to run through the GP5 car allocations. So, starting with Mercedes, we have got MK Mount. Joining Mohammed Maguna, a good pairing there. Tim, what do you make of that pairing?
Well, MK Mount, I've actually been talking to him, and he has recently gotten a wheel. So he is going to be having a little bit of a different experience this season, but he's feeling optimistic. And, of course, Mohammed Gunnar, he had a lot of pace throughout the season. They were teammates for the latter part of last season, so obviously they seem to work well together, and I think that the pairing is going to be great.
Yeah, good. I mean, MK Mount, 16 points for the season. Mohammed Maguna, slightly better with 73 points. He finished P9. So I imagine once MK Mount gets up to speed on that wheel, we'll see these two quite a formidable force. Just moving on to the Red Bull then. We've got yourself, Tim, and the loveliest guy of SFR, which is, of course, Guy Jezelodian, our beloved friend Xander, in the Red Bull. So, Tim, you had an absolute corker of a season, mate. Your first season racing, we have been trying to get you racing for God knows how long. We finally got you to do it. We ground you down in submission, you joined the ranks. So how's your first season been in GP5, mate?
Well, it was great, and I couldn't have asked for a better teammate of Sander. You know, he's very calm and patient, which, you know, when I'm racing, you kind of have to be with me because I'm crazy. You can just ask Smoke about that. He's been our race engineer for most of the season, and he's done a fantastic job helping us. The season started off rough. I had a DNF in Bahrain. As soon as I went to the medium tires in that race, I just wrecked it. So I was thinking about quitting then and there, but I didn't. I wanted to stick with it and get points, and it was hard to make every race of the season, but somehow I was able to, and, you know, thanks to a little bit of luck and Smoke and Sander helping me out.
Can I just point in, Tim, what you did there in your first full season? You pretty much did every single race. What you did, Tim, is gained so much experience after that first season. Now in your second full season, you're going to be. Now you know the fist of the game. Now you can literally push on in the Red Bull with Xander. you can definitely push on now since you got that first season under your belt.
And I'm very excited about that because what you said is so key, both in real life racing and the sim world as well. Is experience is key, and even if you feel like you kind of stagnated, I am slowly learning that maybe that's not the case. You feel like you've stagnated, you feel like you can improve, but you might actually still be able to. So my advice is just listen to your race engineer when he tells you to shut up. But other than that, I couldn't ask for a better teammate to be doing this with.
McLaren.
Let's push on. We are doing McLaren, so that would be Mr. Wiggles FF and Tel Bannon, both brand new drivers to the league. Welcome to you two. I believe they're friends outside the league. I have actually, I think I did one session with Wiggles FF, really good driver, and he's going to get so much pace throughout the season, so watch out for those two. Ferrari, Oliver?
Ferrari, where are they? There they are.
The big red ones.
Yeah.
We've got McQuartie and Hasbulla joining ranks in the Ferrari, so they will be representing the Royal Tifosi. Be cracking to see what they can do. Next on the list, we've got Aston Martin, Oliver.
Here we are, Aston.
So, pairing up for these two is SFR Doran and SFR the Bear. Now, Tim, I'm sure you can agree, that is going to be a super strong pairing.
I was just thinking, Dan, that this is going to be a deadly combination. Obviously, the Bear being the defending champion and Doran getting 3 wins on the season, back in Season 9. They're both very strong drivers as far as pace, and they know what they're doing, and they already have the GP5 season under their belt, and apparently they have good chemistry together because they are continuing to be teammates. So I've got to say, I'm actually maybe a touch worried, but it's a good worry.
It's a scary pairing.
It is. I think it is, yeah. But I mean, going on to Alfa Romeo, Oliver, this is probably one of the most interesting pairings that I'll mention. It's actually, I think it's our very first teamed up father and son team.
What?
In Alfa Romeo, we have SFR Mad G and the Vicious Vicar.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I think that's SFR's very first. We do have another father and son pairing, but not in the same team, and that is, of course, Fanny Lyon and Xander, who are father and son. But this is the first time father and son have raced on the same day, in the same team, in the same tier. So it's a very
history has been made.
Yeah, so a big shout out to Mad G and the Vicious Vicar. I think it's an absolute ace pairing. Mad G was super experienced, Vicious Vicar, a relatively new driver to F1, but he's shown so much promise and speed. I think these two are going to make a really good pairing. So yeah, watch out for those in the Alfa Romeo. Just going on to the Alpine now, Oliver.
Yeah.
We've got Scooter Clem and Bakeroyd. Correct me if I'm wrong, these are both Welsh drivers? Bakeroyd a Welsh driver? I know Scooter Clem is.
I know it's good to Clemens because James Hook bigs them up every time GP5 is on, so
yeah, big bromance going on there.
I think they're both Welsh.
Yes, I think they are. So we've got Scooter Clem and Bakeroyd joining forces for the Alpine team. Now, Scooter Clem, when he first joined SFR, you could tell he had a bit of learning in some areas and racecraft, and towards the latter part of the season, he was pretty darn quick. So yeah, keep an eye out for these two. It's going to be another amazing season for Scooter Clem, I imagine, and Bakeroyd. Pairing up will be really strong. So going on to the AlphaTauri, Oliver.
Already on it.
Good man. We've got, now this is another name that we don't really need to introduce. This is of course Lewis. Lewis went from GP5 to GP4, then back to GP5, was it? I can't remember now. But yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
So Lewis and Cafu. Now, I think this could be the dark horse pairing that could possibly challenge either of them for the drivers if they can get the consistency.
Lewis happy with Lewis just comes and says yes. He's happy to be an AlphaTauri. He's happy.
But yeah, I think these two could possibly get the constructors if either of them don't get the drivers. What do you think of that, Tim?
Well, I honestly don't know what to think because I don't know if they've actually been teamed up, but I know Lewis, he does have a decent amount of pace, and I believe that Kepu, he won the Mexican Grand Prix, if I'm not mistaken, this past season. So, you know, they both do have some pace under their belts, and, you know, in a way, I kind of want to beat my former car. So I'm a little conflicted.
Yeah, good stuff. So going on to the Williams, just to change it up, Oliver.
You got it? Yeah.
In the Williams, we've got one of our new drivers to the league is Mindful Wasp, pairing up with our aforementioned other father of SFR is Van Lijn. So we've got Mindful Wasp, an absolutely lovely guy, showing some really blistering pace. Just needs to sort his racecraft out. He's going to be up there with the likes of the Bear. He gives me a run for the money in the practice sessions, so yeah, I'm super excited to see what Mindful Wasp can do. And I'm telling you now, keep an eye on Mindful Wasp. He's going to be a challenger for the title. Mark my words. Honestly, he is rapid. Just needs to polish up his racecraft, and he'll be right up there, mate. Van Lijn, of course, is an honorary veteran of SFR. He brings experience, and he has often flashes of absolute blistering pace, track dependent. So again, watch out for Van Lijn this season. I imagine at least a few podiums from him. He's got obviously his son Xander, who's a very experienced driver, in the background, giving him all kinds of advice. So yeah, really looking forward to see what these two guys could do in those Williams cars. Then the last but not least, of course, is the Haas. We've got Kilbert 23 and Joa 2397, both new drivers to the league, I believe. So welcome to those guys. They're representing the Haas.
Kilbert isn't a new driver actually.
But Joa has,
yeah, because Kilbert's been with GP5 the whole season.
I do apologise. Yep. Yeah, apologies. Yeah, you're right.
GP5's done.
GP5 is done. So
Tim, that's your position.
Yep. And you know, Dan, you always worry me when you tell me to watch out for those title contenders. So I guess that I've got a couple of people that I gotta keep an eye on here.
Mate, to be honest with you, season 5 is going to be really good.
Did you just say season 5?
GP5 is going to be amazing. Going back in time. No, honestly. So from my opinion, you've got Mindful Wasp, Lewis. You've got Mad G. Is teetering on the edge. Obviously, Mad G has been suffering with health issues, and he's getting better. He's absolutely putting in the slog. So if Mad G can get over these problems, you'll see Mad G up there. Of course, Guy Jeslodian and the Bear. 5 people there that I think could possibly win season 10. So yeah, keep a chronic eye out on that.
Okay then.
So let's go on to GP4, starting with the Mercedes. So it's myself in a Mercedes, and I'm teaming up with Jamie 2K7, one of our new drivers joining the ranks. Obviously don't absolutely know nothing about this driver. Myself, yeah, don't go near me. I'm Spinderella. 7 or 8 DNFs this season. So,
Dan,
yeah.
a little shout out from me then. Please win a race. Please win one solitary race.
No. Dan, you've had a great end of the season. You got the 2 podiums at the very end in Australia and Abu Dhabi. So, you know, if you carry on with that kind of pace, then you'll definitely be up there for next season.
And a missed podium on Jeddah as well, because of the contact I had with behind the safety car. But,
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
First season, no assists. Getting there, feeling better about it. But yeah, anyway. Going on to the Red Bull then, Oliver.
Okay then.
We've actually got iReg coming up from GP3, joining the GP4 ranks. And he's teaming up with Giotto, another new joiner, another new driver for us.
McLaren.
Now, this is going to be another very strong pairing. Unbeaten Sign and Uriuglas, N2E Uriuglas.
Ooh.
Now, Uriuglas started mid-season with us, or just after the mid-season point, I believe. And he rapidly improved on pace, so you really need to keep an eye on him. I think he's one of the contenders for GP4. possibly iReg. I mean, I know he struggled in GP3, but he's certainly got the pace to be up at the front of GP4. Mansell, what do you think of that?
Yeah, iReg, of course, like you said, GP3. I think he's definitely going to be. Well, he's obviously got a fresh restart, let's say. Obviously, I have no idea where he's going to end up in GP4, but obviously, I'm expecting him top half finish for iReg, and obviously, as you said, for Giotto, new driver. Let's see how he gets on.
Yeah, Ferrari, Oliver.
Okay, here's Ferrari. Here you go, the Scuderia.
So SFR Podge Racing, where do you think he is driving this season?
Oh, I don't know. Is it something red?
No, it's not this season.
Oh, wow.
Only joking, Podge, you're in the Ferrari, mate.
The most unluckiest driver in SFR's history is back in Ferrari.
He is. I think the Ferrari, he's going to hate me for saying this, but I think that Ferrari's a curse to him.
I agree.
But he loves it. He's going to stick with it, you know. He's lucky, actually, because I don't think anyone else actually chose Ferrari as their first choice.
He won one race, though, in Mexico. He did win one race.
He did. Now, this is probably the biggest, not shock, but I would say the most focal point for Season 10 is who Podge is pairing up with, is SFR Paul.
Oh.
Now, Paul, like myself, is well, I just want to mention as well, I'd say between Podge is the longest serving driver in SFR, by the way. He's been here from Season 1. I think Paul joined Season 4, or Season 5 possibly. So collectively they've got the most racing laps and hours under their belt than any pairing available on the grid. SFR Paul's been no assist for almost 3 seasons now. And he's only getting quicker. So I think that is a pairing that we need to keep an eye on. Going forward into Season 10. So if these two can sort their consistency out, that'll be a very, very strong pairing. So yeah, going on to the Aston Martin, Oliver.
Yeah.
Hunter KJ, who's coming up from GP5, and Alexa Slim. Now, Tim, I'm going to ask you actually, because you've driven with Hunter. What do you think of Hunter being in GP4? Is he going to be up the front, or?
I think he is going to be at the front. He joined about halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way through the GP5 season, and he almost overtook me in the point standings. He finished in 8th. So, Hunter, congratulations to him for moving up to GP4, as Butch even chimes in with his own little words. And beyond that, congratulations to him for the promotion, and I do think he's going to be fast.
I really do rate Hunter, man. I have watched his races in GP5, and he's such a talented driver. He does make the odd mistake here and there in the first lap, but once he gets that under wraps, he's one hell of a driver. He's so damn fast, and I can't wait to see how he does.
Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing him and racing with him as well, which is going to be good. So you're going on to the Alfa Romeo.
Okie dokie, Alfa Romeo. Here you go.
Now, this is another very strong pairing. I think most of the teams in GP4 are going to be very strong anyway, but in the Alfa Romeo we have Pelderagis and Just in Time. Now, Just in Time is absolutely rapid, just doesn't seem to carry that pace over to results. He got 134 points, finished P8 in the standings, he got 2 podiums. Likewise, Pelderagis got 72 points for the season, finished P12, he also got 2 podiums. So these guys, they do show blistering pace at certain tracks. So if these guys can sort out, again, consistency or racecraft, you're going to see these two really, really putting pressure on the drivers. Mansell, obviously you've watched Pelderagis and commented on Pelderagis racing and Just in Time. What's your thoughts on that pairing, mate?
They are great drivers. I'll tell you that now. I'm Just in Time, like you said, he is a great driver. I think it's just mainly his consistency that lets him down a little bit, but obviously now, again, it's a fresh start for him, so hopefully he has improved on that a bit, and then he'll definitely be up there. I'm saying it now, I'm Just in Time, and Pelderagis will win the Constructors. I'm saying that right now.
Just a quick question, sorry. Who's Hunter's partner in the Aston Martin?
Hunter is Alexa Slim.
Alright, Slim, yeah.
Yeah, so I was saying. Alfa Romeo GP4 Constructors Champions. I'm saying that right now.
Ooh.
Right, everybody, note that, sharpen your pencil, lick the end of it, and write it down. Mansell has spoken.
Right, next car.
Well, if you're wrong, we'll hold you to that, Owen. You know that. And if they finish last, that is the longest serving commentator's curse known to SFR.
you put the pressure on now, Mansell.
Right, just going into the Alpine then.
Okie dokie, here you go, Alpine.
Yeah, we've got Cass FSJ, one of our new drivers, joined the ranks. Welcome to Cass. And then, of course, we've got Vladimir, who I think when he first started with SFR, I think he joined GP3, did he not? And then he joined GP4 for the last 2 or 3 seasons. So, yeah, Vladimir, again, 51 points. He does show good pace now and again. I've raced side by side with him a couple of times throughout the season as well. I think he's a brilliant driver, I really do. And I really hope that we can see Vladimir push on and get some more decent points in season 10. Mansell, any thoughts on Vladimir and Cass?
Yeah, Cass. I do recognise his name. I've been talking to him in Discord. He has been participating in the F2 series as well. He is a pretty good driver, Vladimir. Yeah, we didn't really see much of him in last season, but again, I just hope the very best for both of them, really, and see how they get on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Going on to the Alpha Tauri.
Yeah, got it.
Good man. So in the Alpha Tauri, I think this is going to be a mixed bag pairing, but could potentially be very, very strong. Ryan Van Doom and NSR MFC are teaming up. Now, NSR MCFC he's so good when he gets behind you. He puts so much pressure on you. To be honest with you, I'd prefer Carbrinicon behind me than him, because Carbrinicon can just breeze past you, whereas NSR just absolutely piles the pressure on you. And I'm probably one of the better defenders in GP4. I'm really good at making my car 10 foot wide, but that guy is relentless. He will get past you. Yeah, and Ryan Van Doom, of course, brilliant driver. Just again, like myself, consistency. So I think if we can see Ryan Van Doom improve the consistency, these two are going to be very strong. Mansell, any thoughts from you, mate?
Yeah, MCFC, obviously, he was teaming up with Capricorn Season 9, and they won the Constructors as well, so he does have that kind of experience of the Constructor Champion. Obviously, we'll see how he gets on with his new teammate, Ryan Van Doom. And yeah, again, we'll see how they get on.
Good man. Right, let's do the Haas. This is Tommy Gunner and Goggs. Obviously, Goggs coming down from down from GP3. Tommy Gunner, I think it's his 3rd season with us now. Tommy Gunner, absolute brilliant driver. He's getting faster and faster. Goggs, of course, he struggled in GP3. I imagine Goggs is going to be one of the contenders for season 10. So yeah, absolute monster pairing. Mansell, anything on these two?
Yeah, Tommy Gunner, his best result season 9 was in China with 18 points, P2, second to last. Goggs, I don't really know much of him. Obviously, I don't really follow GP3 as much. So
he's what I can say from Goggs, he's Mr. Non-qualified.
Yeah,
he's Mr. Non-qualified.
Let's see if that changes when he's in GP4. I don't think it will, but it'd be nice if he actually does participate in a GP4 qualifying session at some point this season. Let's see if he does. And then yeah, Tommy Gunner, best result in China, finishing P11 in the standings. So again, he'll be trying to make an improvement on that 74 points.
Yeah, good stuff. So of course in the Williams, we're going to see a certain someone back in the Colgate car.
Oh wait! Is there something to do with his name, Shadow?
Yeah, Shadow Lancer back in the Williams.
Can we have this man win a bloody Grand Prix, please? He's due for a win now.
He is. So Shadow is teaming up with Die36. Die36 is an absolute brilliant content creator on TikTok. He does some cracking videos. He's a great driver, very clean, He reserved in Brazil GP4. I had a good battle with him as well, so I'm really looking forward to going wheel to wheel with Dai 36. And of course Shadow, I was teammates with Shadow. I think between them two, they're going to be, I would say, the tortoise and the hare contenders. I reckon Shadow normally kills at start of the season, and I think Dai's a bit like me, he likes the latter part of the season, so watch these two throughout the start and finish, because I respectively they each have their own half of the season to dominate. So yeah, keep an eye on them. Mansell, anything from you regarding Shadow? I mean, Dai's a new driver, but
yeah, Shadow is probably the most known driver I know in GP4, so I normally speak to him quite a lot, and then Dai, don't really know him. Shadow Lancer, of course, finishing 5th, 172 points, getting his best result in last race of the season, P2, 18 points. Of course, like I said, clinching up 5th spot position in Williams once again. They finished 2nd in the Constructors last season, so let's see if they can go one more step up to get that Constructors win. Obviously, I hope not, because obviously I've already said about who was it? I've lost them all. I'm just in time and Paddy Raga to take the Constructors, so hopefully Williams do not get the Constructors and they do instead. But yeah, let's see how they get on.
Right, let's go on to GP3. We'll try and speed this up as well, guys, because it's been going 40 minutes now, or half an hour actually, so yeah, we're not too bad. Not too bad, I've got 3 to do. So yeah, going on to GP3.
It's my division, yay!
Have we got Tim back, or is he still taking his dog out? Tim, you there?
He's still taking his dog out.
Still taking Butch out, that's fine, then we'll run through it anyway. So, first off in the Mercedes, Oliver, we've got yourself and Cassidy.
Hey, I'm back in Merc! Am I back in my old team? Yay! I'm so happy! Back in my old team for Season 7. I was so happy to be back with this team. Many memories with this car. So many memories with this team. I mean, my famous memory with this team is definitely going to be Mexico in Season 7, where I pushed the tyres so long, I actually get a podium, and then there's you, Dan, literally screaming down the mic, cheering on my name. Almost losing your voice. Mate, I'm so happy to be back with this car. Missed it so much. I'm back wearing the Mercedes colours, back with the Mercedes t-shirt. And Cassidy, I'm looking forward to teaming up with him. Never spoke to him, but I can't wait to team up with him, see what we can do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, mate, definitely. Moving on to the Red Bull.
Yep, Red Bull.
We've got DXT Matty and SFR Sonic Hawk, our fearless leader. Obviously, DXT Matty, new driver, SFR Sonic Hawk is obviously one of the co-directors of the league along with myself. Now, Sonic Hawk has, you might notice why Sonic Hawk in GP3, it's because he's just gone to wheel and he's about 5 seconds down on his lap time the last time I checked. So, yeah, so he's voluntarily come down to GP3 while he sorts his wheel skills out, which once he gets a hold of, I guarantee he'll be fighting his own back in GP2 at some point. I mean, shout out to our fearful leader, because I think he did a brilliant job in GP2, stepping up to the mark there. Mansell, any comments for Sonic Hawk?
Yeah, great guy. Obviously, I used to work with him. Of course, Sonic Hawk getting P10 last season in GP2. Best result, I think it was in Mexico, getting up 5th place, finishing in 10th position. But as he said, he's moving on to wheel now. Obviously, we don't even know what assists he's running. Hopefully, no traction control like I'm doing as well. But yeah, let's wait and see what Sonic Hawk and Matty can do.
Yeah. Onto the Ferrari, Oliver.
Okay, so not the Mclaren goes Ferrari. Okay, sweet.
Yeah. So I was reading off my list, mate. Sorry, buddy. We've got Janeji and Gianni. Now, obviously, Janeji, really good friend of mine. Absolutely love the guy. If you don't hate me because I missed getting Silverstone tickets, we're going to go for his 18th birthday at Silverstone, and I missed the tickets, so I think he hates me right now. I am trying to buy tickets. Yeah, so we've got Janeji and Gianni in the Ferrari, so I'm looking forward to seeing Janeji this season. He's getting faster, he's getting more consistent, so yeah, going to be a very, very strong pair in there.
Are we going to hear not from Spin Neji, or we're going to hear Champ Neji at some point end of the season?
Well, he has he's had a very, very successful end to the season. He got a win
True.
in Australia. He's got a podium in Mexico, Brazil, and China. So final
Dark
4
horse.
races, he was pretty much on the podium. Final 5, he got 4 out of 5 podiums.
Dark horse.
That is a cracking end to the season. That, I mean, you can't really grudge that, can you? I'd be well happy with that. I mean, I got 2 podiums at the end of the season, but I only had 1 podium interview because someone had to go. Sorry.
Shut up.
On to the McLaren then. Sorry, mate, I had to get that one last time.
We're on McLaren, there we go.
We've got Luke Bailey, starting to be a bit of a household name in SFR. Luke Bailey. I think it's his 4th season, I believe, is it?
I think it's his 4th season. Yeah, I think he's.
Now.
I think it's. I'm thinking. Where to start season 6? I'm in my 4th season as well.
Nah, you must be in 5th because it's my 5th coming up. So you must be in
3rd or 4th.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, we've got Luke Bailey and Tom Goproff in the McLaren. Great pairing. Looking forward to see what they can do. Should we move on to the Aston Martin, Oliver?
Yeah, here you go, Aston.
Now, I think this is going to be one of the strongest pairings in GP3 in the Aston Martin. Martin and UK Tash.
Oh, wait.
Saying that, Martin's doing the same as Sonic. Martin is moving on to wheel as well. So he could be slow at the start, but again, he might be better in the second half of the season.
True point.
I mean, when I moved to wheel, it took me about 2 weeks to get back to my pad times. So some people pick it up quick, some people don't. I mean, actually, no, 2 weeks is probably generous. I'd say 3 weeks. I was back to my pad times. And then lost it all by turning assists off, so yeah. Let's move on to Alfa Romeo for GP3. And we've got 2 very rapid drivers, Slayer and J Sarge. Slayer obviously started off in GP4, I believe. I think J Sarge has always been GP3.
Slayer's always been... Well, actually, yeah, I think you are right. I think he did start in GP4.
Slayer, yeah, I raced with Slayer because he took me out in Baku. I'm only joking, Slayer. But yeah, Slayer and J Sarge, absolute fantastic drivers.
They're like brothers to the bone, them 2 are. They really are. They've been inseparable ever since they become teammates.
Yeah, I mean, J Sarge is almost, again, another SFR household name. The Slayer, I've got nothing but huge respect for the Slayer. Well, both of them, actually. They're absolute fantastic drivers. Slayer got rapid towards the end of, I think, was it season 8?
By the way, Calvin just come. You just read the McLaren's GP2, not GP3.
You've actually made a mistake. You put in the GP3 and GP2. You put both Luke Bailey and Tom Goproff.
However,
yes.
2 secs, guys.
So he's actually in McLaren.
He's dropped a clanger. Let me just double back to GP2. Sorry, guys.
He's in McLaren for GP3.
2 seconds, guys.
There we go, it's GP3 is Xander and Adams.
There we go.
Sorry, guys. Because I was rushing this evening typing this out.
Like you said, winging it.
Just winging it. Yeah, just winging it. But anyway, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, where are we now then? Were we on J Sarge? Alpine. We got Stocksy and Smoke.
Ooh, Stocks in Smoke. What a pairing.
I heard my race engineer's name.
Yeah.
He's back.
Smoke, I would say, is the king of setups, but don't ever use them because he's one of those drivers that uses setups that don't work but work for him. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have a quick sneaky look at Smoke setups on TT, and I feel like I'm driving a bloody Daytona car or something. Ridiculous. But yeah, and Stocksy again. Stocksy, I think GP4 for 2 seasons. All of a sudden just got rapid with pace. So yeah, I'm glad he's back up to GP3 because, yeah, wow, if he was in GP4 again, I'd be worried because he's found some serious pace there.
Smoke's laughing in the comments.
What about my mess up or about his setups?
His setups.
His Bambi setups. Yeah. He must have them hooves pretty sharp because he makes them work for him. So
I've used them a few times, but not all the time.
Yeah, I've stopped trying them now. To be honest with you, they just don't work.
Let's go.
For me anyway. So we've got the AlphaTauri, mate.
Right, AlphaTauri.
Yeah, teaming up, we've got Dr. Special Energy and we've got Roymsey. Now, Dr. Special Energy, wow, such a fast guy. I think he's like the Podge of GP3. Seems to get quite a bit of an incident magnet, if I'm not wrong.
I'm the same, so I can't talk.
But Roymsey, wow, when Roymsey first started with GP4, he was scarily quick, and then we saw a glimpse of him towards the end of the season as a reserve driver, and it was just like, where has this guy been? I think he's been to like Mr. Feelgood tyre heaven and come back with him because he's just.
I'm sorry, I've just read Smoke's comment. He goes, Tim, you use it all the time, don't lie. That's just due to his setups.
Have we hurt Smoke? Is that what this is what we're discussing? Have we hurt his feelings?
I think you just hurt Smoke's feelings.
Oh.
I think that's impossible, actually.
No, I do
Sorry.
Smoke. He's a top guy. He's a top guy. Roymsey, Dr. Special Energy, I think great pairing for GP3. That'd be awesome. Williams.
Yep.
Kvyat and Mauser. Now.
Oh, I know Fletcher so well.
So do I. And Mauser as well. Titan Mauser is another rapid driver. I think these two are going to be great in the Williams.
Now, if you want to know wet weather skills, Fletcher is the guy that you need to be watching out for when it comes to wet driving. I mean, all I can remember his driving in Holland, where I sort of crashed out due to my own forced error. But I watched Fletcher just drove it in the rain in Holland, and literally he is one hell of a driver when it comes to very uncertain conditions. So when it comes to weather when it's wet races, watch out for him. He's a very fast driver when it comes to wet driving conditions.
I wish I was. Bloody hell. I can't stand the wet. Unless he turns traction back on for the wet, we don't know, but I'm only joking, Fletch. In the Haas, to finish off with GP3, we've got Joe Hamster, aka the best name in SFR. Absolutely love that name. And we've got Grampit.
Nice.
So yeah, that is concluding GP3, guys.
I'm happy to be back in Mercedes. I really am. Really am. Can't wait to be back in my old car.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't too fussed what car I chose, as long as I wasn't in the Williams. I just can't do that LCD screen on the front of the monocoque. I just can't. I simply can't get along with it. I hate it.
Right,
Anyway.
Mansell, your division.
Hansel, you're up, mate. You're up.
Oh,
Can you read the list I sent you?
Yeah, I've got it. My old division.
Who's in the Mert then, Owen?
Right, Mercedes. We have got Alex Crowhawk, and we've got the GP2 admin of SFR Calvin. Again,
Oh,
I don't know much of Crowhawk. I haven't really raced against him as much. Calvin, I know he was the GP3 Season 8 runner-up behind Rage Hunter. What a great season that was between them two. But yeah, Calvin, I would say he's probably going to be my rival this season. Just looking at my pace right now. Crowhawk, yeah, don't really know much of him. GP2, I look on GP2. Crowhawk finished in 19th position, but he had a lot of did not start some DNS. The best result coming in Brazil in third position. Let's go to Red Bull. Are you on Red Bull?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Red Bull, we have Arix Mamba and Arix Yeast. I do believe they know each other quite well. Obviously, Yeast making his debut last season, and then Mamba coming up from GP3. Obviously, Mamba won the GP3 championship last season, and he's coming up to GP2. So, very best of luck to Mamba, taking 7 wins in GP3. and of course Yeast, who finished P9, getting his best result in the Belgium and Monza, I think. But yeah, great pairing there, and yeah, let's see how they get on in the Ferrari.
Yeah,
epic pairing.
I know these very well. Let's say I have actually raced against them in season 8. We got X Gamer and SFR Senna Martins.
the Belgians.
The sweaty sweat.
They always go into Ferrari. X Gamer, I still hate you for that overtaking Monaco season 8.
You just can't let it go, can you? You can't let it go.
It's normally him that brings it up though. But yeah, they're still great drivers. X Gamer, yeah, we normally meet each other on track a lot in GP2 that one.
Calvin just commented the guy Belgians.
Yeah, Oliver, what do you think of that lineup?
The Ferrari lineup.
Sweaty.
Well, I remember, if I know Senna correctly, he was one hell of a driver wins the GP4. And when he got to GP3, he was very good through there as well. And then when he got to GP2, he was on and off with inconsistency, but hopefully, same as X Gamer, hopefully them two could just bring some consistency, stay out of instance, and hope, because them two are very, very good drivers. So hopefully the two Belgian drivers will do very well in Ferrari. I really, really do.
And then moving on to McLaren. This is the GP2 lineup, not GP3, GP2. We have Luke Bailey and Tom Gopro. They're in GP2, not GP3.
Yeah, Dan.
Have I messed up again?
No, just saying. But yeah, they are GP2, not GP3. If there is any confusion between them, they are not GP3. Luke Bailey, again, he's been in GP2 for a while now. Again, Tom Gaproff. Where did he finish? Tom Gaproff. Okay, Tom Gaproff. Where was he? I can't find him. Anyway, Tom Gaproff.
New driver, I believe.
New driver. I don't think he is. I'm sure he was somewhere last season. I don't know where.
It does ring a bell.
It does ring a bell. But yeah, great. Again, a good lineup. Moving on to the Aston Martin boys. This seems a very, very, very strong lineup. We have TNR Frederick and TNR Langtho.
Oh, damn!
Yes, they are. Oh well, they're going to be definitely up there for the constructors and drivers, both of them. Obviously, they came in late in season 9, and as soon as they came in, they were consistent. Probably say top 5 finishes the whole time. Tim, are you there? Are you still there?
I am here.
You are still there. What do you think of that Aston Martin lineup then? Between TNR Frederick and TNR Landfeld in the GP2 Aston Martin.
Pretty much, I think that you said it about as beautifully as you could have, and that I could have, is that that's going to be a very strong lineup.
Very strong lineup indeed. So we're moving on to the Alfa Romeo. We've got Train Gamewell and SFR Bossy Gaming. Train Gamewell, he's a very consistent driver, finishing 6th last season in GP2. I think he will be up there as well, battling with the likes of my teammate Morris for this season. Yeah, I think they're going to have a good rivalry between the two, and then also SFR Bossy Gaming coming up from GP3 up to GP2. I think he did make a couple of races for GP2, mainly because of his schedule. That's the main reason he's coming up to GP2. And then, go on and down.
I would say a big shout out to SFR Bossy Gaming. He does all our graphics for the league.
Oh, too right.
So big shout out to you, Bossy. You are amazing. We love you. And the graphics are the bomb. So yeah, big shout out to Bossy. Sorry, man, I'm calling it.
That's fine. In the Alpine, we have TNR Tejonis, another TNR guy. They've got TNR guys. They seem proper quick. Tejonis finishing 14th in the championship. Again, he did come in late, getting that win as well in Australia. So getting that first win on the bounce since season 9. So again, he's definitely going to be up there. There's a lot of these guys in GP2 that can definitely be up there for the championship this season. So TNR Jonas and EVG Trench. Trench was in the Haas last season. They won the Constructors with Car and Rob. Again, Trench is going to be up there, so I think they're going to be a very strong fight for the Constructors. Oliver, what do you think of that pairing?
I mean, if I know TNR Trench when he was with Car and Rob, like you said, he's got one hell of a driver. If now he's got the monkey off his back, been teammating Car and Rob, he should now be pushing now for the Drivers' Championship. I do think Trench will be pushing his teammate hard for the championship in the Constructors fight, but also push himself hard for the drivers.
Yeah, too right. In the AlphaTauri, we have KXI again coming back to GP2, and then we also have he was a reserve for season 9 towards the end of making his getting a full-time seat this season of Odd Ivaivand, I think that's how you pronounce it. Ivaivand's a really good driver. I think he's won 2 races already, and he was only a reserve, so he's going to be probably the most expected driver to win the championship, maybe. Let's see how that works and plans out for him in the AlphaTauri. In the Williams, we have the returning of GFO Kara. Now, Kara, of course, came from GP4 in Season 8 and then came straight up to GP2 in Season 9, and then he left us for a while and now decided to join back. So welcome back, Kara. Again, I think Kara is going to be very strong in GP2 once again, and then also his teammate as well, of Pim. Pim, I don't really know much of him. I think he is a new driver. Dan, what do you think of that lineup?
I just think Kara alone strong enough. Yeah, you can tell. I've watched quite a lot of Kara's streams.
Yeah,
very calm driver. He doesn't stress. He just, when you're watching him, the body language just screams calm. So very rare that he puts a foot wrong. He had a couple of contact with other people, I think, going to apexes when people are on the right and or left, etc. But in terms of pace and racing mistakes, he doesn't make any. He's fast and doesn't make any. So yeah, I'll be really intrigued to see what Kara can do in GP2. It's GP2 and GP1. There's not a great deal between them in grand scheme of things. So any of these drivers this season could progress into GP1 eventually. So yeah. I'm intrigued to see what they can do as well, mate.
Yeah, agreed with that. And then last but not least, and will most likely win the Constructors 3 times in a row now for Haas, it is myself, and of course me and Morris of course are back together in the Haas, looking to get that 3rd consecutive.
And they called it puppy love.
Looking to get our 3rd consecutive Constructors Championship for the Haas team. Obviously, we won the first one in Season 8, and then I decided to go to GP1, and now we're back in GP2 because I've gone to Will with no traction control. So already Morris is already trying to train me up to get me prepared for the season ahead, because I am struggling quite a lot, to be fair, on the wheel. And he's the one that told me to go.
Calvin just commented Mert's gonna beat you.
But yeah, again, let's go to you, Oliver. Obviously, you was our race engineer in Season 8, if you remember.
I did.
What do you think we can do this season?
Well, I know you both got the racecraft. I know both of you've got the speed. I know you're on wheel now, Mansell, but you're super quick on wheel already. You want to make quick progression on it. Yeah. Morris, if he could just sort out his consistency and try and get up there with you to be in that top 10 and try and stick with you, you could definitely fight for wins. You could definitely fight for podiums. You two are going to be if you can sort that out, teamwork like you two know you can do, you could be a very strong pair for the GP2 Championships, both of them as well.
You think I'll be up there for the Drivers' Championship?
Either you or Morris. Either you or Morris.
I don't think I will. I think I'll be struggling in the first half of the season, but second half, I think I'll be making a comeback. But yeah, let's see. And that is it for GP2. And last but not least, we'll be moving on to GP1. Dan, dude.
Yeah, give us 2 secs, guys. I'm just sorting something out because I've just noticed I've done another blooper. I think when I've saved my lists, something's gone drastically wrong on Word. So I'm just going to send you guys the new list so we're all on the same page.
Okie dokie.
While we're here, Mansell, I'm just going to give you a little bit of advice for the wheel. The best thing I can tell you is just drive straight, keep it as straight as possible. When you get scared, hit the brakes. When you get scared again, turn the wheel. And if you overshoot the corner, you got to stop. You didn't get scared enough.
Tim, are you on a wheel?
I am.
Since when?
Forever.
Since the whole season, I'm on a G29.
No. Right,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No wonder you've been getting podiums and stuff. Right,
Well,
okay.
A podium.
No, alright.
If you want to talk about wheels, have you seen Janeji's bloody setup?
Oh, mate, you haven't seen mine yet, mate. I had mine delivered on Tuesday. Oosh. Oosh. Anyway, more of that after the stream. Let's get on with GP1. I have sent you guys the list, by the way, just in case I've messed up.
I'm looking at it now, yes.
I think I have. Oliver, this is your time to shine. This is your baby, isn't it?
Yes, because I just want to say, just because of my work commitments and everything else, I'm going to try and commit to one division to commentate. GP1 will be the best time for me because my work starts 3 in the morning, ends at 8, and I got like less sleep than ever before. So I want to do, and Thursdays will be my last day at work. So, anyways, let's do GP1. Burke, we're doing VFR Laser 24 and Lost Souls will be the first pairing in the Merc guys.
Now, Laser and Lost Souls. Let me say, I was a GP1 last season, and Laser, oh my god, back to China. That was probably my greatest battle I have ever had with Laser. It was a great battle with him. Sets an example really for how good GP1 is. Again, for me, Lost Souls and Laser, I was up there with them the whole time, pretty much the whole season, which I very unexpected to happen, really.
For Ferrari, we got CP hashtag Ruti Hoylet and CPI Bullet Boy 56 in Ferrari. Very interesting pairing. In Red Bull, we got QVR Brad and Tarek. They're in the Red Bull team. McLaren, GP2 champion Kyle Robb and Jay Wizzy. They're both in McLaren.
Let's just pause for a second there, right?
Yeah.
Kyle and Rob. Now, obviously, GP2 champion. Yeah, he won by a margin.
This is big boy stuff.
There's not normally a lot between GP2 and GP1 in terms of outright pace. Maybe, 3/4 of a second in a TT lap? Between GP2 P1 and GP1 P1? Would you say that's about right? 3/4
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Do you not think that Carwin Rob will automatically be at least top 5 in GP1?
I think so.
Well, saying that, we've had a lot of new drivers come in for GP1. There's a lot of drivers there that I do not recognise, so it's hard to say where Rob's going to be, depending on everyone else's pace.
Good point, Mansell. Big shout out to Laser and Lost Souls as well, actually. Obviously, the admins of GP1 who brought in the new drivers for GP1 and made an absolute full grid.
Yeah.
So
I think
shout out to those guys. Well done.
I think they got about 14 drivers in for us for Laser and Lost Souls. So yeah, fair play to Laser for bringing all those
shout
drivers
out
in.
to you guys. Thank you so much.
Well done. Okay, Aston Martin, you got GFO G-Max and VFR Glock. That'll be the Aston Martin pairing. Alpha Tauri, we have got VER Keza and Nelly, who's back. Is Nelly in GP1?
That is a bold move.
It is indeed. Welcome back, Nelly. What else we've got? Alpine. We have got a GFO Leclerc 16 GR and Bradbury 12. Or J. Bradbury 12? No, who remembers Leclerc? Who remembers Leclerc?
I do remember Leclerc. I think the Brad you mentioned is QVR Brad, I believe, isn't it? P10 in GP1 season 9.
Oh yeah, true point.
Yeah. Nelly P7 as well. I just want to go back to Nelly, by the way. Sorry for
go for it. No, carry on.
Nelly P7, 89 points. He had one podium, and he always finished. He always got around 10 points, barring a few. 10 points, 10 points, 8 points, 7 points. Yeah. He was always hovering around the halfway mark. I think Nelly can show us what he's really made of this season. He's had this is his second season in GP1. It was GP2 season 8, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. He moved up with me.
He's had a full season in GP1. I think he'll come back stronger, and I imagine to see Nelly up there, probably, I would say at least top 7, top 6.
I like the sound of that.
And Brad as well, before we go on. Brad, he came with us, he came halfway in season 9. He was actually in GP3, and oh my god, his pace, just as soon as he joined GP1, his pace improved by like 2 seconds a lap. I was very impressed with Brad's pace as soon as he joined GP1. He got straight up to speed with us, and fair play for Brad to do that as well, from GP3 to GP1. He volunteered to do that as well.
Okay, so Alfa Romeo, we got VFR Chakak and VFR Black Box. Great name that. Who's got a black box in their Formula 1 car? In Williams, we got Gp4 Nick Freak GR, and this is a returning name. Chris Oyalax is back in SFR. Welcome back, Chris. We missed you from SFR. Good to have you back. What do you think Chris will fare? How do you think Chris will fare on his return?
I remember Chris, very fast driver, but I remember him, especially midpoint race, spinning quite a lot, if I remember correctly.
He was a champion, though.
He is, yeah, he is. But I do remember a couple of occasions of Chris spinning. I think Nick Freak's probably the more important name out of the two, if anything. Even though Chris is a champion, I think those two are going to be really strong, mate. Really strong.
And in the Haas, we got Tim1404, and with the final driver, we all know him from GP2. He debuted in Hungary. He almost pushed Karen Robb, not far enough. Timo is in the Haas for this upcoming season, in season 10 in GP1. What do you think of Timo's chances? He's been impressive.
Again, he's definitely got similar pace to Karen Robb, so I think we will see a rivalry between them two again. But like I said earlier, we got a lot of new drivers in, so again, it just depends how these new drivers get on, and I do think Timo and Rob will see them on the podium a couple of times. Maybe a possible win from them both as well. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure where they will end up by the end of the season.
Tim, what's your thoughts about Karen Robb and Timo in GP1 now?
Well, they're definitely going to be the two drivers to watch, that is for sure. They put on a fantastic show in GP2. Carwin Robb very quick, but Timo quick as well. The thing with Timo is he needs to reel himself in a little bit because he is prone to making a few mistakes when put under pressure. But if he can get consistent, then he can challenge really anybody for that title.
And that is it. That's all 5 divisions announced, with some reserves in as well. Dan, if you want to do the reserves, then it's by all means.
I can quickly run through the reserves for you guys.
Go for it.
You caught me off there. I was just scrolling through some comments on YouTube. I was like,
there's so many. Thank you so much all for commenting.
So, just really quickly, guys, running through the reserves of each division. GP5, we've got Simo, Truck Fireman, Cafu. Oh no, not Cafu because he's in driver. Enzo Banks. For GP4, we've got Mr. Mondrup, we've got Swanee, Elman, and James Killer. GP3. I think this is an odd list, guys. Cause,
yeah. I heard that my brother is going to be reserved for GP3. My brother, British guy.
GP3, yeah. So I mean, I think I've got an old list here, so this might be slightly incorrect. But GP2, we've got Welsh Maldonado, Baguette, Schwab, Jaime 99, New Loser, Leclerc, and Rough Smithy. And also, yeah, this is an old list, so I do apologise, guys. I've not checked the reserve list. So GP1, there might be a couple of these wrong. It's Nazareth, Charlie, Jackson, E7FE, and Clarkey. Yeah, some of those names might be incorrect, guys. I've not updated the reserve list. So yeah, apologies for that.
Those are strong lineups. Wow.
Yeah, strong lineups, and to be honest with you, I mean, throughout all the divisions, there's drivers that struggle at the start, strong at the end, vice versa, strong at the start, struggle at the end. Wet running, dry running, you know, strategy comes into play. I mean, you've already got to watch what you awesome commentators do for this league. To see the racing we do, it's amazing. So yeah, I mean, if anyone listening out there that's not a driver, waiting to know what the car are, you know, do give us a like on YouTube. Give us subscribe to us. We've got 5 tiers pumping out weekly. 2 on a Monday, GP4, GP5. We've got GP3 on a Wednesday. GP3 on a Tuesday, GP2 on a Wednesday, and then GP1 on a Thursday. And I believe F2, Mansell, is that Sunday? Is it?
I do not know. I am not an admin. Martin and Oliver is actually the admins for F2.
Hello, yeah.
Not confirmed date yet for it.
We will confirm the new F2 season. Hopefully it's closer for the first season of F2 that we've really done. I know we did one before, but yeah, the proper F2 season we did, count back. Yes, please.
Yeah.
We have a little insight. Me and Martin have organised the F2 calendar. We have organised. Let's go. Okay. Mixed bag of tracks we have selected for F2. Can't wait to get that rolling.
We will plug the hell out of that on our streams for the racing during season 10. So anyone watching, listen out for that. But yeah, anything from you guys?
I just can't wait to get going. Bring on season 10.
And yeah, if you don't know, Gp4 times are changing. They used to be 8:30, now they've changed to 8 o'clock instead UK time.
Correct, yep. So GP5 is at the normal SFR time of 7:30 on a Monday, and on the same day, GP4 races, but at 8 o'clock. Of course, you can't split your head in two to watch both. So by all means, watch GP5 and come back and watch GP4 after. We don't mind when or how you watch us, but do come back and watch us. So Oliver, thanks for joining me tonight, mate. It's been a pleasure.
Hey, it's been a pleasure. Can't wait. Let's bring on season 10. A decade of SFR. Let's do it.
Yeah, SFR decade.
You know, an SFR decade, yeah.
It's 5 years, but yeah. So yeah, good luck and good speed in your next season, mate. Tim, thanks for joining me as always, mate. Keep up the awesome work on comms. I'm so glad that I brought you into this league, mate, and obviously we've got history outside this league, but I am so happy that you have joined us and have stayed with us, mate.
Hey, and it's fun to be here. I'm glad that you brought me over here as well. I've found a lot of good friends over here.
And
good luck for your season, Tim.
Submission and got you driving, punk. Yeah.
Hey, Tim, good luck for your new season, pal. I hope you enjoy the Red Bull.
So yeah, Mansell, on to you, mate. Again, thank you for everything you've done as a director, everything you've done as an admin, everything you've done as a comms controller or admin. It's been absolutely amazing season working with you, mate. I wish you all the best in what you're doing and your driving. Really going to miss you, mate. Really are.
Yeah, cheers, dude. Obviously, I'll be back once I've got this apprenticeship all sorted out and all done. Hopefully it'll be the end of this year, start of next year. We'll see how that plans out.
Are you saying you're going to become an admin at the end of the year?
Well, that's already been confirmed, really. But anyway, yeah, thanks for that outro for me, Dan. I appreciate that. But yeah, let's see how the season really plans out for season 10. Good luck to you, all the drivers, all the admins, all the commentators.
Good luck, SFR.
All the stewards.
Hope we all have fun.
Especially the stewards.
The stewards, especially. I'm actually crossing my head here, up, down, left, right. The stewards.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, to all the drivers listening, we are going to post the official list out on Discord, SFR Discord channel. So if you missed it, you can't be asked watching. That's fine. We'll post them in the next hour or so for you guys to check out. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining me. To all who's watching live, thank you for joining us. I know we dragged it out a little bit, I do apologise, but yeah, that's been us for the Season 10 car reveal team choice. Yeah, and join us for the first race of the season, which is of course GP5 on Monday at 7:30 and GP4 at 8 o'clock. So yeah, good luck and good night.